Alright, hello everyone. I'm gonna get started here with the Kronwagen tonight. Finally finished the grind the other day. Nice to see a lot of you are here already. But yeah, I finished this 2 days ago, grounded out for about an hour, the meal 2, finally got it. This is actually my first match in it, actually. Didn't have time really to play it after that. Hello everyone. But yeah, so this is my first match in it. Haven't had a chance to play it yet. Hi John, Atomic Devil, and Lorenzo. Nice to see you. But yeah, I wanted to play a little bit yesterday, but it's kind of a long weekend at work, more or less. Yesterday I actually really kind of hurt my back. I pulled or slipped or whatever a disc in my upper back moving a bunch of stuff, and go figure, after moving a lot of stuff, a 5-pound tray with 2 plates on it did me in. But kind of been trying to not do too much after that, so all right. Traffic jam. Go right behind him. Fortunately, the REM-48, it's just, as far as hull down tanks go, I'm kind of best equipped to be out here. Let's start getting hit by Artie. I'll gladly let him push up. The Kronwagen here is a little bit more accurate than Meal 2. I see an E3. Ah shit, that's a really bad shot. Oh lord. It's a little more accurate, but when you're taking bad shots, it really doesn't matter. But I can't even fight with these guys. Have literally no clue how to. And look at all the gold already. But luckily, this is the tank where you can actually bounce stuff. A little bit better than Meal 2 too. The turret definitely holds up. A little bit better, where you can angle it just a pinch. You don't want to do it too much, of course, but fortunately, you know, E50M shouldn't be trying to brawl head on here. But yeah, I'm pretty much. I might actually fall all the way back. It's just we can't leave all these people down here to die. Like, I know the M48 wants to move back, however, we're gonna end up losing if we basically sacrifice the entire team down here. Say, stop throwing frickin' heat rounds, dude. It's getting a pinch annoying getting hit by gold. Not that it's damaging me all that much, but I'll take the easy shot there. Hey, at least now they're moving in. Thank God. Because that E50 went to go push up there. So that worked out. He's still alive actually too. I'm not even loaded, so I'm just gonna keep pushing here because I really hope that they can kill a T110E3 like that. I hope it's not a disc either. It kind of feels like it though. Basically, yeah, my upper back right at the bottom of my rib cage. Usually, you know, it's the lower back that you hurt, but Yeah, I kind of messed it up this time. No rank battles for me. Which, hello, Crazed. Nice to see you, Rich and Floyd and Ian as well. Hello, Daniel and Robert too. Kind of took my eyes off of chat for a minute there, since that was a really big kind of traffic jam. I'm glad that we kind of figured that out. Which the main difference, you know, the gun on this is much more accurate than the MiL-2. You gain a bit of DPM. Your DPM's still low for a tier 10, but the mobility is something that the MiL-2 is pretty slow, all things considered, especially going uphill. Whereas the Kranwagen, you can consider it a little bit mobile. I'm about to say I could go after him, but figure by the time I'd actually aim in, he'd be dead. Now, this guy threw heat rounds at me earlier, so that's payback for that. I don't even care that the 121 shot me. That was just a pity shot. Thank you for tipping Levi. I will tip him right after the battle here. He's actually passed out beneath me. Ryan, she actually got home a little bit ago. She worked, you know, a day shift, and he kind of ditched her to come with me. Hello, Dingo and JM. Nice to see you. Yeah, I can play a Skoda T40 and a T125. Yeah, go figure. Like, it happened on a Saturday, which I don't even cook on Saturdays. I prep, you know, I move stuff around, which is probably the case, but I was expediting at the time, and literally one tray with 2 plates on it, I picked it up and I'm just like, oh god. It was just like terrible. But yeah, my back's hurting even a little bit here. It hurts when I move my arms a lot, but it's not the first time I've done this, but the first time it's been my upper back. Anyway, 3100 damage, nothing too special, but still pretty decent match. Lost some credits. Primarily, like, I would have made credits there, which I might switch it for some of these. All my tier 10s I have a large first aid kit on, but I might switch that. Something else down the road. Yes, I got one. They changed it to where you can use you can mix it up where if you want the voices, like a female voice, all you need is a commander. But they work with Brothers in Arms pretty much as everything now. They got rid of the Sisterhood of Steel thing and transferred everything over, so you can mix and match now. Alright, so next up is a grind, which the next kind of main grind that I'm doing is the Strev 103 0. Everyone can thank Daniel for the Levi biscuits, considering he gets bought the trickle down biscuits. Which tank would you like, Uber? The T110E4? I can do that. Little dog, you want some treats? I know that you're sitting exactly right there for them. Says thank you very much, Craze Missile. Alright, so I'll play Michael Bay Plays Tanks. Graham bought. I don't have the AMX 5100, unfortunately, JM. But, alright, so for this, that Graham bought here, I will be playing HE only for this match. So this should be pretty interesting. The Christmas outfit. Let's say I have that. Uh-oh, Ryan moved it. It's here, but yeah, if anyone buys it, it'll be the following stream when I do it. Only because it takes me a few minutes to actually get everything on. Like the hat I have right here, but I gotta put like a beanie under, and like it's weird putting it over my headset, but it fits. It just takes me a minute to actually get it to stay there. Alright, so this match is gonna be HE only, since Graham bought the Michael Bay Plays Tanks thing in the chatbot shop. Oh, Levi has 6 beds in the house. He is pretty spoiled. Dude, you just got, I gave you 3 of those things. You can't even whine. Yeah, currently as far as tank grinds, the Strev 103 0 I'm grinding because the tier 10 Strev 103B is 30% off since they did this past like New Year's thing where you can get discounts. So I'm getting that just because it's the cheapest tier 10. After that, my grinds that are left are pretty much the light tank lines to get the tier 10s. And except for I don't have the Russian lights yet. Then I'm also doing the Leopard 1 line at the tier 9 right now. And technically the AMX-30 and AMX-30B, and also the whatchamajig, WZ-11114. I might as well grind now too. Alright, Cromwell, I can do that. Which I'll say probably after the Cromwell here, I might not have too much time for more requests. I'm gonna have to wait and see how quick I can get through tanks here. Oh god, that's not good. No bueno. Oh god, there's a Chrysler over here. That's not too surprising. He made it up there, but yeah, at least I got HE against him. Would have been nice to kill this girl though in one shot. Hopefully I hit him. Yeah, it worked, Ian. It popped up on my screen here. If not, I always see him in chat more or less. There's just, you know, there's a decent likelihood that I might miss it if the chat's busy enough. Now I got him. Hello, person. I can't pronounce your name, but hello nonetheless. I wish it automatically translates other languages. That would be awesome. I'm just gonna try to hit him in the side, because the side armor is much thinner. So it doesn't even matter what angle it is. I'll just whack him in the side and do a good amount of damage there. Spot him again. Which... nah, I didn't hit anything. Hello Rick, nice to see you. Alright, this Type 4 I'm gonna... nah, he's still too low. Oh, there's the Chrysler. I say the Type 4 I'd want to hit on the turret roof, more or less. Hello, game guy. I don't know why the M103 is trying to push out there, like... you don't want to push in that tank if you're gonna get, you know, shot in the sides and, you know, shot close up. But to each their own. I might have hit him there. It didn't really register a miss. You can see kind of explosions if you hit the ground, but that might have just flew straight through. I'll try to take off against this Type 4. Go, he's a goner. Strev 103B back there. Crap. I knew I was kind of pressing my luck going around there, but That wasn't exactly worth it, in my opinion. But I kind of have to go for the safe shot here. Need to try to get back into cover, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it. Nope, the defender got me. Oh well. Hello, Jerry, Alex, Greenleaf as well. And okay, your name's Yosef Yakov. Nice to see you. Thanks for that. But yeah, unfortunately, I got a little bit too ahead of myself there, and more or less, I don't know what half of the team actually did. Like, we weren't gonna push this side, but it just seemed like we didn't really have any tanks anywhere. Like, there was me and the M103 up here, but outside of that, I didn't really see on the minimap anywhere else that our tanks pushed. Like, we're still tied, but it was a weird feeling. Yeah, I'll show you the mouse settings here. Just let me get my next tank, just so I have myself in spot here. As far as my mouse settings in-game that I use, oh god. Mouse sensitivity here. As far as arcade, sniper, artillery, I don't even know what the hell that does. But, you know, they're not all the way up. Artillery is a little bit lower, and sniper, I keep them the same with arcade. But, no, I will not, game guy. But, as far as the settings that go with this, because these are the ones in game, as far as my mouse goes, because it is a little bit, you know, it will change it. My DPI sensitivity for my mouse, I typically have it at 1400, but I also sometimes play at 1750, but usually I have it at 1400 as far as the sensitivity for my mouse goes. So hopefully that helps you out a little bit. But one thing people always asking about settings, you always want to have your field of view all the way up to 120 there, just so you can see more of the fight. Well, Vertical Tanks is free to play on. You can pretty much play it on every single platform now. Doesn't hurt to hop back in. Hello, Gerbil. I call you Baba Yaga. But yeah, the reason I don't turn up the vehicle volume more game guy is, you know, honestly, a lot of the sounds, you can't like cherry pick what sounds you want higher or lower. So if I turn the vehicle volume up, sometimes it would drown my voice out, depending on how close I am to a tank. But yeah, I keep the settings, you know, they're not as low as I used to have them, but they're low enough to where, you know, you can still hear them, but honestly, not to say people don't want to hear them. I keep them, say, you know, they're in the background, but, you know, there's no point having them turned all the way up to where you can't hear the person speak, because I don't exactly have the loudest of voices in the world by far. I get called a mouse quite frequently at work. Really hate sitting in spots like this, but really on this map, outside of going out over here, there's not really anywhere else that's that useful for me to go. And I'm not going to push out there, at least in the beginning, unless I have a decent team footing over there. I know the name Bill Murray, but honestly I don't really know who he is. I know I should. You know, I see his name get thrown around a lot, but no, I honestly do not know who he is. Hello, Xavier. Let's say Greenleaf, you need to complain to your ISP. Although a lot of people have been saying that World of Tanks servers, like NA East, has been having ping problems. I haven't really noticed it. Like, I see the lag indicator at times, like flash red, but it hasn't been noticeable. Alright, I need to actually do something. The reason I hate this spot is honestly I think it's useless to sit here because you don't really get that many useful shots off on enemies, I feel like. I'm going to be in a bit of trouble here. Yep. Oh, yeah, you really need APCR, do you? Let's say I saw a couple people when I played. I wasn't streaming, but grinding the meal too, playing the VK 101Ps, and they were complaining about getting thrown into high tier matches and that tank stunk. Has the frickin' highest win percentage out of standard tier 8 tanks, and they're complaining about it not being good. Like, the thing is a pretty damn good tank. Now this person is driving it sideways. Don't know if it's good if you play it like that, especially when you don't move. But I'm probably gonna die trying to get out of this spot, but I'm kind of stuck here, unfortunately. Like, I was just spot it moving, I believe, too. But yeah, unfortunately, small maps like this are not really built for any type of TD like this. He's just able to overmatch my side, which, yeah. Most people don't know that, is if you're against, like the tier 8 Udes, you can pen pretty easily, overmatch its armor. The tier 9 and 10, how you can bounce off of them at lower caliber rounds. If you're ever against a Strev 103, the tier 9 or 10, the 10 you have to avoid hitting that heat shield. But against the, let me bring up, or I can just bring up the tier 8 here. Really all you have to do is, if they're slightly angled, just hit them in the side and you'll overmatch it every single time. Unless you have a really dinky gun for some reason, but I don't think there's any gun that the tier 9 and 10 faces that can't overmatch the side of those tanks. That's just one of those things that doesn't always make sense, but even if it's at a ricochet angle, you typically can overmatch and punch through it. Caddyshack. See, I watch a lot of movies like that. That's my problem. Game Guy, I have played Battlefield 1, yes. I have it, I just... Unfortunately, it's summer here, I don't have time to play many games. I'm 26 years old. At this point, I can add more tank requests on, but I'm not sure if I can Thank you for reminding me, Poser. I'm not sure if I can get the tank requests now that are currently being made, just because I have a lot of tank requests already to go through, guys. But yeah, unfortunately in the summer here, like, I just have barely enough time to, you know, I have the streaming schedule here specifically for a reason. If I didn't have it scheduled out, it would be tough for me to get on. Like, I do good with having stuff scheduled out. You kind of have to be if you're, you know, managing a kitchen. But yeah, unfortunately any free gaming time I don't really have. Like, I used to dabble in like Civilization. Like, I like games like that too. I also have The Last Guardian and Horizon Zero Dawn on PS4 I need to play. They're just kind of sitting there. Thank you, Top Noob, for the subscription. Yeah, Xavier, I know about the climbing spots. It's just, honestly, you will most likely never see me use them. I feel like they're kind of gimmick, and a lot of times you try to do them and you just look dumb when you die. So you don't really see me use any of them. Like, the amount of times that people try them and fail at them is much higher than the times that they're actually useful. Hello, Gunner. Illusions. Nice to see you guys in Mind Pro. And 460 Capri. I do have the mouse on my tank request list over one of these sides here. Over on the right side of your screen, you can see the tanks that people have requested and I will be playing. Hi, Casper. That sounds about me, Daniel, if I wasn't streaming, so... Ian, I think, like, War Thunder has its little, you know, the little player base that likes the more realistic tank game. Armored Warfare, honestly, is pretty much a dead game for all extents. Oh god, how did I not pen the frickin' Leo? Like, holy crap. That tank has no armor, and somehow I straight up did not pen him in the front. I don't know how that's even possible, even with a low roll. Well, he's dead, so what do I care? Problem I have is I know he has a little bit of penetration on that gun. Hello, Conrad. But honestly, you know, at this point, no game is out of World of Tanks, War Thunder, Armored Warfare. Like, none of the games are, like, say, new. So most of the player base that they have is kind of, you know, set in stone already. And honestly, the two playing catch up, you know, it's virtually impossible for them to make too many waves unless Wargaming, like, you know, makes the game, you have to pay $15 to play it a month and there's no free to play. Something stupid like that. It's just, you know, it's one of those things where unless, you know, there's like War Thunder 2 or what have you, it's hard for them to make much of a difference. But Wargaming, at least coming up in 9.20, looking at those changes with balancing, I can get behind most of those changes that they're doing. Some people are complaining that they're changing the bat chat, changing the mediums, like, and stuff like that, but to me, most of those changes actually make sense. It's just, you know, the premium round changes that they need to eventually do. Those are, you know, still MIA. Unfortunately, I lost freaking a huge chunk of my HP just with that Scorpion G shot, but I don't have the T-54 Mod 1 now. Hello, Eisen, nice to see you. Hey, the E-25 is what I'm concerned about, but at this point we're kind of screwed. The guys have a KV-2 with me, and we pretty much have lost. Oh god, I pushed up a little bit too far here. Somehow I deflected that shot. Don't know how I did that, but I did it. I got really lucky there. That Scorpion G is probably a little pissed. I think he shot under my tank, like low in the hole, and somehow I didn't get any damage. This is still a pretty tough road ahead of us, just because his E-25 still somewhere around here. My best bet is still to, he was up here when he was shooting me. It's still to push here just because there's less avenues for him to surprise me from. Is there already though? Pretty much one splash from him though, and I'm a goner. Thank you, KV2. This FV304 is probably aiming at me. Hello, David. Don't have a T-55A, no. I'm actually one mission away from it though. SPG 15 I need to complete with honors, and I have it. But I have a tanker quest list, guys, in my video description. There's a URL that pops over to my website. Please look at it. It is, you know, it's always there and update it. I know for, you know, new people tuning in, you might not know, but I've caught the stream a few times. It has every single tank I'll play on the stream on it. Yep, this is kind of what I figured he'd do. I'm dead. My best bet is to try to track him there and hope he doesn't have a repair kit. Awesome. That's what I was looking for. That made it worthwhile. I ended the match only 800 damage, so more than my HP, my tank, but I have 2,334 assist damage. About 1,000 of that from tracking the Leo, and whatever the 830 basically from the E25. So I'll take that. This KV2 is still probably gonna die because the FV304 is gonna chip away at him, but come on, Artie. Unfortunately, he died, and I think our Artie missed, but anyway, decent match. Not exactly a ton of damage, but still good in my eyes. Yeah, we lost mines, unfortunately. So I have a KV2 for my next request up. Yes, I did, David, as far as the French tanks. I think those changes are fine. Next stream, can I play the Udez and Strev back to back? Green Leaf? I saw that game. I thought it was, I think that's really fun. I wish I had time to play it. The Player Unknown's Battlegrounds. So, remind me about the Udez and the Strev S1. It's like, I'll add them on the end here, but I don't think I'll have time to get to them, Doug. But yeah, I'll definitely, I can do that tomorrow on my next stream. Tier 10 premium? No, Xavier. Alright. Maybe I'll head over here. Might end up getting Artie to death, but yeah. Thanks for reminding me again. I'll try to remember after this battle, poser. But more or less, well, the changes aren't set in stone. That's what everyone needs to understand. Hello, Joshua. Nice to see you. And thank you, Zen, for the subscription. Basically, most things are going to change before they hit the live server. It's just Wargaming puts stuff out well in advance. When it hits super test, they intentionally leak it, and the stuff always changes before it reaches the live server, and even the public test server. More or less, the bat chat, it'll be fine, even if the changes are kind of what you're seeing now. Basically, what they're trying to do is change it up from the AMX50B a little bit and make it feel a little bit different, and mainly make it feel more like a medium. Currently, the bat, you see a lot of people use a ton of heat in it because it's very inaccurate, and it actually doesn't really play like a medium because it's so frustrating to use while moving around because the gun bloom is so god-awful on that tank. So they're looking, you know, to give it a larger magazine but slightly less caliber, and in return it's going to get a lot better gun handling And to me, it's going to work out a lot better. It's going to basically fit in between the 50B and also the AMX 13105 Lite, to where it's going to have a better alpha strike essentially than the 113-105. But you know, it's, to me, it's going to be a decent change for it. It's not going to change too much as far as damage potential, but it's definitely going to play more like a medium and less as a freaking just stroll into a, you know, close range of a tank and unload your drum and hope that you don't basically die in the process. Because, you know, the bat, it's not very accurate. On the move accuracy is bad. They're looking to change that and make it a little bit more medium-y. Oh god, that's a really bad decision. Let's say I was hoping that we'd get up to right where the M6 was, but we're just too slow, unfortunately. At least I can spot a little bit, but as far as the AMX 30 and 30B, like the armor buffs on those, honestly, they don't matter at all. The big changes come to, you know, they're nerfing the penetration and also, I believe, the accuracy a little bit, but they're making it to where the on-the-move accuracy, as far as the turret, moving the hull, moving at speed, is going to be the best. Currently, it's going to be best in the game if it stays the same as what, or close to what they're touting for the super test changes, to where more or less, say you play the M48A1, the gun barely increases its bloom size when you're moving. The AMX-30B is going to be better than that. So even though it's getting a slight accuracy nerf, it's actually going to not be that much noticeable, because only if you're trying to snipe at long range, which, you know, to me, it's going to make the tank feel unique, whereas right now it kind of feels like a Leopard 1. You know, there's no, you know, there's not really a point to get it, more or less. Most people just go up and get the bat chat, so. See you, gamer guy. Thanks for watching. But as far as the AMX-30B changes, they're actually I took a chance there and I lost that. Which, oh look, don't know why a T-29 needed APCR, but here's the hoping we win. All the tanks here, let's see. Yeah, every tank here he did not need APCR against. Unfortunately though, I got the KV-2 into a hill fight, and the hill fight is not for the KV-2. How many marks do I have? Honestly, I don't even know. I don't even pay attention to marks of excellence. Got 2 of them. So we have the PZ3 after I change the loadout here. And I think I already fixed... Yep, I fixed the T30. Alright, so the PZ3-4 is up next for the request. Gotta find it. There we go. Good luck with that, bat chat. Yeah, I was about to say, I don't really... Honestly, I don't think I have any tanks 3 marked. I don't even keep too much of an eye on them. Uh-oh. I was about to say, Levi doesn't like people cursing, so it auto times out people like that chat. But honestly though, I would still be open. Like, I get that the bat chat 25T is your favorite tank. I would give the changes a little bit of a chance. More or less, the changes that they're doing are very close to where the bat chat currently, or not currently, first came out as. Initially, it had a magazine, gun, similar to what they're going to be potentially changing it to. Again, it's not set in stone. It still has to go through super test and public test before they actually commit to it. But initially, when the bat chat was introduced, it was actually at tier 9. Lorraine 40T was at tier 10, and then they flip-flopped them. and then, you know, eventually Lorraine moved to Tier 8 Premium, etc., etc. But the Bat-Chat actually had a different gun back then, and it actually worked. I liked playing it with that gun. It definitely wasn't as in-your-face, like, pump a ton of damage and then roll away, but it did work as far as a medium. And to me, not to say I hate playing the Bat-Chat now, because it is a fun tank to play, but I'm actually excited to get the AMX 13105 because after playing that on the test server and just dinking around with it, I actually think I'd enjoy that tank because you don't have as long of a wait between the magazines, and the gun is a little bit more reliable as far as accuracy goes. Hello, Iron Wolf. I was about to say the timeouts are honestly, they're automatic Bat-Chat, so I have a slew of English and Russian curse words on the auto ban, or not ban, but timeout, just to prevent spammers, so more or less there's no way around it unless I remove them, but you can thank trolls for that. I was about to say, I'm running away because nobody is going to come and help me here. I would say the PZ-34 is probably better than the H right now. Just because this actually has a bit more mobility behind it. Damn, that was a direct hit there. I was not moving in a direct line either. That was a little lucky. Bravo to him. You don't have to worry about the Valkyrie Chronicles tanks coming out anytime soon. There's no plans for North American, European, and I believe the Russian server as well for PC. As far as currently what's floating around is Wargaming signed, as far as the contract goes for those tanks, it's exclusive to the Southeast Asia server and also consoles. They can't sell them on any other servers unless they specifically go back and renegotiate it. Kind of like the Fury tank, where they said it was a one-off tank, but they went back and now they, you know, it's the third time it popped up recently. They're able to sell that again because Sony technically owns the rights to that. I think Sony was the one that made Fury. But honestly, like, as far as balancing goes, I say it a lot. Everyone has their own opinions, to where some might think it's a bad tank, some might think it's good, others, you know. Right, let me fix all my guys here. You know, everything's subjective, and really the only thing in World of Tanks that balancing people agree upon are completely overpowered tanks, more or less. To where, and by completely overpowered I mean they're a little bit too good, but they're not like you can't kill them. Those are the tanks where people can kind of get behind changing. Like the Bat-Chat changes, I'm always one to wait until I actually play it to form an opinion on, but more or less, you know, they're not going to change it to where it's going to kill the tank and piss off a ton of people. You can look recently to T49, Sheridan, the AMX, or the ELC AMX. They were going to take the 90mm away from the ELC. They left it on there because people complained about it. T49 and the Sheridan, they kept the derp guns on both of those tanks because people complained about their tanks being ruined. So they will listen to people. Honestly, I think what could potentially be on the board is the Bat-Chat 25T might actually get a 90mm and also keep the 105mm option. I think Wargaming would be very smart to do that. That way people can use either gun, and it would be, you know, to me it would be pretty interesting. And on Wargaming side, they could technically make people grind to 105 on the bat chat coming from the tier 9 bat chat before it. So win-win for them as well. I shouldn't have pushed up here at the end. I should have waited for someone with more HP to go up, but I was getting a little antsy here. But yeah, the PZ-34, I would say this, I like it more than the PZ-4H just because it does have a bit more mobility to it. Hello TKO and Martin. Hello for free. The ELC is actually up next here for a request. I do not use the 90mm on this. I have an FCM. I would not say that's a pay-to-win tank, no. Hello Scud, nice to see you. Mine Pro, you don't need to spend basically stream currency or Levi Biscuits, no. The request. It's just currently, I don't think I can take anymore because I have a lot of tank requests already up on the screen here. You can look right above the mini-map and see what's coming up. But yeah, it doesn't cost anything to request tanks. It's just more or less they fill up really quick. Thank you very much, Grigsby, for the tip. Sorry I didn't get as good of a match as I wanted to in the PZ3 for you. But that tank, I really like it, but I tend to, you have to almost play it a little bit like a light tank in a way, because mobility is good on it, but I just kind of screwed up and got a little bit too antsy and pushed in there. For free, no. I solo on Sundays. Sorry. Thank you, Happy, for the subscription. Dang. Thank you, Grigsby, for showering everybody with Levi Biscuits in the chat. Ooh, Lord. Alright, I need to get myself off of here and go somewhere that I can actually do something. Unfortunately, I'm in a light tank, but I'm gonna try to actually do something here. Probably not gonna work out, but which tank would you like for the challenge, John? The Object 140 or something else? To me, change is good though, but then again, I'm, you know, while I say the T110E3, it's my favorite tank, even if they change that, I like a lot of different tanks in World of Tanks to where, you know, I could live with it, but Cromwell, go away. Thank you very much, Lobobo, for the tip. A late stream, fine. Hey, you can never be late. Object 140, okay. I'm using the wrong gun? No, I'm not. Again, everything's up to, you know, the person playing it. To me, you can see plenty of matches me playing this with the 90mm. I completely suck with it, and I think this is the better gun now for the ELC. You can watch time after time the 90mm me trying to play it in this tank and it just not working at all. The next up after this, John purchased a challenge, the Guru. More or less, I'm gonna have to do double the HP total and damage, assist damage, and blocked in Object 140. So, or else he wins back double the biscuits. Yeah, ever since they changed the 90mm gun, to me it's not worth having it, and not having a fully functional turret. 90mm, yes, it has more alpha, but honestly, it doesn't have overwhelming pen anymore, and it's not worth losing the whole turret, in my opinion. Like, the 90mm still has higher upside, but to me, it just doesn't work as well. I think I'm just gonna be content with. That sounds fun. I like mini golf. I can't really golf though, so that's probably why. The most I can do actual golfing is just hit the ball somewhat in a straight line. Pretty decent match though, 764 damage. Pretty much double my HP pretty easily there. And I got some cap points on top of that. Good luck, Greenleaf. Thanks for stopping by. I've seen an ELC get ammo racked, yes. Still 20 out of 98 is not too bad, Lobobo. But at least we got 3 wins in a row here. Can't complain about that. But yeah, me playing the 90mm, take that map there in the ELC, I wouldn't have been able to take most of the shots that I did if I had the 90 on that. Alright, so the Object 140 is up here. I'm going to have to do 3,800 damage, assist damage, block damage combined between the 3 since John challenged me here. I agree, Daniel. I think matches without Artie are pretty boring. It's gonna get the textbook politically correct answer. Yes and no. Like, honestly, like, I do try to be politically correct sometimes, and you know, I see it as I give a unbiased opinion on things, but I do always give you a truthful opinion. It's not like some other people that'll lie to you just to, like, if say appease wargaming or say what everybody else thinks. Like, yeah. Right. Not exactly the map I was hoping for, but we'll see. Yeah, I was about to say, bat chat for... I'm gonna time you out just because, you know, please be, you know, please be a little nicer in chat, honestly, because, you know, saying you team kill people and, yeah. This, the thing you're timed out for, you know. It's not like the chat is, say, always kid friendly, but you're being a little bit rude there. So, hello Jerry, nice to see you. That's something, you know, I don't really like. Eventually, you know, I'll grind more tanks out once I get my current grinds done. So, it's unfortunate. It's just gonna take me a little bit. Oh, Lord. I don't think I am going to get this challenge, John. You have won. I just looked because I had a few people behind me. No. The people I had behind me all ran away. I was like, no. I saw it too late, though. That's what I get for pushing out too far, though. So congratulations, Sean. Your 140 request, you beat me there. Alright. Let me, remember to give you these. I'd say that was a pretty quick thing, but that's what you get for not looking at the mini-map. So the FV304 is up next here. Prepping a career in politics. Honestly, not to say I've thought about it, but I almost wish someone normal around my area here would run. Like this year and for the foreseeable future, we're only going to have one candidate for mayor. So we're actually, not to say unique, but our mayor up until this year was an independent for like 20 years or so. But he decided just to retire because he's getting older. But now we only have one real political party around here that he beat every year. And yeah. Hello, Andrew. Nice to see you. But yeah, more or less as far as the chat goes, like, unless you're like, say, cursing people out, like, really anything goes outside of, you know, being ignorant or, you know, excessively cursing. So mayor. But I wouldn't really want to do it because while usually I have a level head, sometimes, like take for at work for example, I'll just very concisely, I think that's the word I want to use, tell someone off in a somewhat mean way, but they don't really appreciate that. But sometimes people need to get something like that. Okay, I want to set myself up. I don't think I'm going to be able to reach. No. I just don't want to find myself stuck out in the center. But I've been finding myself, I do better in this when I try to put myself on a flank that I can guarantee that there'll be tanks on, and I can shorten my time to the target, because the shell time on this can be pretty damn long. So I try to get as close as possible while also being safe. The challenge, I completely lost the challenge. And as far as the challenge goes, if you go on the chatbot URL, there's two different ones. One costs 2,500 biscuits, the other 5,000. Basically, if I win it, you lose that cost that it costs to create a challenge. If you win it, you get double the price back, essentially, in stream currency. Depending on which one you buy, I just have to do a different amount of, say, combined damage, assist, blocked total for a specific tank's HP. Well, honestly, it's not Cape May. Like, I live in Cape May County, but I don't technically live in, like, Cape May proper. My parents, they're second home. They rent it out, though. They're technically, they could be Cape May residents, but most people who live around here, unless you're like, say, Richie Rich, or your family's like had a property in Cape May for like ages, most people live just outside of Cape May. It's called Lower Township. They're actually trying to rename it to Cape May Township. But that's where most people live, just because, you know, it's a lot more spaced out, not crammed in, and it's a lot cheaper to live here. Because everywhere in Cape May you're bound to laws, basically. Everything's got to be Victorian, like wood siding, the roof has to be a specific material. Everything's expensive as hell as far as taxes, so most people don't like live in Cape May outside of like businesses and, you know, the long time residents, bed and breakfast owners, stuff like that. Whoops, I think I guess I didn't even see him moving there. That's what I get. Yeah. As far as where I live 5-10 minute drive from Cape May, so it's not even that far. But just the difference going over the bridge, it's, if you look at, say, like a property value, same size house, say on the side of Cape May, so south of the basically canal. Oh god, I'm gonna hit my KV-13. Say a house would be $600,000. Go on north side of canal, it'll be like $250,000 for the same exact size, piece of land, everything. That's just, you know, literally the difference of being over the county line. It's kind of hilarious in a way, but yeah. See you, Casper. Thanks for watching. Yes, I have, Carl, but that all depends on if my team's well ahead or if I'm down to the wire and kind of stuck in a spot. Stuff the ballot box for me. Yeah, it's something, it's funny, like, I like, you know, because our business is in Cape May, I like reading about Cape May politics, even though I don't live there. But like, they just had this huge debate on whether or not they should allow people to be able to install solar panels or satellite dishes in on their property, because currently they're banned, and they kept them banned because they don't even want to have people be able to have one if it's not even visible from, you know, outside their property. That's how strict they are for keeping things as, say, Victorian as possible, where they're afraid that someone will see a part of a solar panel and freak out that it's not the period. So it is, you know, it is kind of cool in a way, because that's part of what Cape May is. You know, it's a very quaint, you know, seaside town that there's not many towns that are, almost all the buildings are, you know, Victorian and very old. A couple places are newer, but they actually are only new because, I forget what year it was, there was a huge fire in Cape May and it burned down like 30% of the town or something like that. Actually up to just like a couple streets up to where my family's hotel and restaurant is. Everything past that a couple blocks is newer. A lot of it's still Victorian because not everything burned down or they rebuilt the same, but you'll find newer places towards that end of the town that, you know, basically burned down. Anyway, Master Badge First Class. Not a bad match for, honestly, talking half the time about non-tank stuff. But thankfully our Scorpion G and Nashorn did a very good job doing some damage there. So next tank up is my only Chex tank, the Skoda T40. I'll turn blue. I was getting a little bit close, yes. I live on the right side of the tracks, Randall. Honestly. Yeah, I did forget to tap T, honestly, to show where I was aiming. Yosef? Yeah, Hebrew. I was about to say, I knew, definitely knew it was somewhere, it didn't look Arabic as far as that, your name there. I know. They're not all very old buildings, but honestly, I'm terrified. Rich probably went up in it a few times. The elevator in our hotel is original. It was the, I believe it is the oldest elevator in Cape May, but it's basically the original elevator installed in the building. It's still working. It's kind of terrifying to go up at times. Why are you sitting there, T67? I kind of have to own this corner for now. Nobody's even pushing. Yep, screw it. I definitely don't want to push, of course. But that's what I get for trying to get a little bit of ahead of myself there. I had to get over here before I get stuck. Crap, he's gonna hit me regardless, so... Nope, I hit him on the front again. Unfortunately, I'm screwing up left and right here. Go figure. But... yeah, I am not gonna make it out of this alive, to say the least. Really, my only chance is to kill this KV-1 and hope... Nah, the Excelsior is gonna get me. Yeah. That ended badly, but go figure that our three of our top tanks are sitting in D4, but I shouldn't have pushed out that far. That was a very stupid thing. This is the only, I only have the premium. I don't have any other Skoda tanks. But T110E5's up next. That's what I get for being a little bit too aggressive in a mid-tier match. Part of my problem is a lot of times when I pop down the lower tiers, you'll find my matches end a lot of times badly because I don't really adjust very well and I still play them very aggressively, whereas mid-tier matches you shouldn't, just because your team oftentimes plays very campy. Yeah. I keep adding a couple new ranks here or there. Levi Groupie's the newest one. No, it does not. It's not an Otis elevator, I believe. I did get the Kronwagen, yes. But honestly, I forget what brand or company it is, but essentially the elevator is almost like being in a bird cage almost. But it's really cool to go up and down. It was my job for like 3 years to operate it. Yeah, I like the T110E5. It used to be my favorite tank, honestly, over to E3. That kind of changed, though. Just with a lot of, basically the game shifting with a lot of tier 10 TDs being able to out-alpha you a ton. Like, the E5, I still like it, but it doesn't have an autoloader, and honestly, sometimes 400 damage on a heavy that only has frontal armor, and the frontal armor can be negated with premium, doesn't always work out the best in my opinion. It's still a good tank, but in public battles it could be a little difficult to hold your own sometimes. Alright, we don't really have any... I don't know where my team... They have the south, which I guess is good, but I don't really know how we're setting up here. We have people in the north, people in the south, and people in the base, and not really anything in between. Just curious how they think this is all going to work out here. Now we have an E5 here. Yep, he's gonna round the corner. I'm just gonna swap over to heat, to be honest. Oops, nobody got time to play around with this. It's just we really need our tanks to help us here that are in the north, primarily. At least he has the stock gun. AV4, oh, the grill. Let's say the grill could help us out a lot here if he just went here. But yeah, unfortunately, we're not getting too much assistance here. This T-34 is about to hit me, so I'm actually going to take my shot. Straight up against him. Wasn't that big of a gamble, but now the grill is finally realizing that he can... Come on, guys. That he can't angle against all of us. He should have just stayed right on. I wouldn't be able to damage him frontally if he just stayed where he was. That was his, that was a pretty big gaffe. He still probably would have died, but, yeah, he would have been a lot better off. I'm gonna forego trying to fight this JPZ. I need to help them against these three tanks here. Guy's gonna flank. I'm gonna go head on, just because, not to say I don't care if my KV-4 dies, but I'd much rather make sure my Grill 15 keeps his HP, which he just moved in front of a T-49 and somehow didn't kill him in the process. Little nudge. Kill him, kill him, kill him. Roll 15. Oh my god. Maybe I should have just left this guy. Oh lord. Yeah, no words. Even though the E5, you know, it's still a good tank. I just find at times, if you're against someone, say, of equal skill, you can outplay it now. You know, they did need to tweak its armor to add some weak spots, mainly the cupola, to give other tanks a shot without gold rounds to pen it, and even with gold rounds sometimes. It was pretty ridiculous beforehand. But if you're playing against, say, equal skills, more or less you can outplay the E5 just because it's not specialized in any one area, but it's still a good tank, don't get me wrong. Trying to track him, that didn't really work out, but he's dead. Hello CJ, nice to see you. T-124 is a good tank, Clint. You don't have any problems to worry. I don't play ranked battles anymore, TKO, no. I played them for the first week. Don't think that they're that fun, to be honest. And yeah, you'll probably never see me play them until they might come out with a different season, balanced a little bit differently. I don't think they're fun at all. But you can look back, the first week they came out, I played a lot of them. then on the stream. I reached rank 5, but honestly, yeah. To me, they're not all they're cracked up to be. Hello, Rich B. Nice to see you. Hello, Catsy. Nice to see you. Hey, if anybody talking about ranks for like the stream here, if anyone ever has any suggestions for anything to put into the chatbot shop, or as far as ranks go, you know, feel free to post it on Discord in the live stream chat section, or suggestions. I've been trying to fill out to where every 10 hours there's a new rank. I'm slowly filling them in. I have up to like 500 hours, but not 10 hours in between each one of them, unfortunately. Alright, hopefully my team wins that area. I'm gonna head to the town. Which I forgot to say, thank you Rezi Falzon for the subscription. Kinda missed that. Sorry about that. I already do that, Randall. Ryan hates that though. But I honestly, like, a lot of the shows we watch I like, but TV's so predictable sometimes where I'm like, I already know who killed the person. She's like, shut up. I do find myself sometimes when I'm playing, like not streaming, like the other night when I ground out for an hour, the meal 2, I find myself wanting to talk and I'm like, oh wait, I'm not streaming. No, I don't stream on Twitch anymore. It wasn't worth the time or effort and money to honestly stream on there, the dual stream. Right. We're pulling right up there. Yeah, I knew that he was gonna pop back out. Thanks for tipping Levi. I'll tip him after the battle here. Thank you very much, Rick, for the tip as well. Hey, IS7, I don't want to stop you from moving back, but getting me out of the area I want to be in. Crack him there. Honestly, I'd be fine with ranked battles if they got rid of the gold spam, to be honest. Just 10% over your rounds or something. I'd be perfectly content with playing them, even if the rewards weren't as high. You know, I do find them more competitive in random battles, but it's just the amount of gold spam that is obnoxious. Just take my ally here for a spin. Thank you, IS7. I love doing this in certain tanks, the mouse being one of them. Like, I'm definitely not immune to damage here. Like, this IS4 can damage me if he is smart. All he had to do was move up a little bit and shoot me in the side. But, yeah. about that guy. Hello. There you go, guys. I might take a shot from the left here, but it's worth getting the 183 out. Just like, you guys, I saw both of their turrets like, huh, he's not even paying attention to us anymore. Levi's nice. Yeah, he's doing all right. He's laying down here because he's a little pooped. Say, I'll forego. I say I don't want to completely forego my little meat shield here, just because they don't have a lot of HP. I'm not sure why they decided to push out as far as they did, to be honest. Ah, I just missed that little spot there. Thank you for angling. I didn't even need APCR for that. It still helped, but I still would have penned him on that little cheek section because he was over angled. I'll take a little bit of a gamble here. Be nice though if one of my other tanks would push out though. Come on, guys. Already something. Like, you guys are literally just staring at their tanks there. I don't like to be the person spamming a spot, but all you have to do is chuck around down there and you won. Like, literally, if you move up here, they're all just staring at the two tanks. Grandwagen they can't damage, because the Artie can't hit him over those mountains, I believe. T-110E5, they could kill him, but why not just go kill the one tank they have alone, plus their SPG over here? Let me see if I can get this guy to, there we go, possibly come out from his, I'm gonna see, I might not be proxy spotted by him anymore. Nah, I still am. Okay, my repair kit's about to come back up. Literally, Artie, all you have to do is chuck around here. Which I never get playing this map, how Artie doesn't counter each other quickly. It's one of the easier maps to counter battery on. I'm going to go after the FV here, because now he's one-shottable. And I still have enough HP to where I can take a shot from Artie. But, granted, I did use a little APCR to get through to IS-4, but it's just slow and steady. You know, I was playing it safe. Mainly because that side, I didn't have a lot of help as far as people doing like I'd like them to. Like, they pushed out when they should have just waited it and let me slowly trudge out there. But it worked out in the end. Go unmask this Artie that is, you know, really hidden over here in A1. And our bat chat Artie couldn't just shoot there. Which, yeah, I never get how they can't counter on this map. Especially this side, because the north only puts Artie in A1, the A2 corner, or A4 sometimes. Very easy just to lob a shell there. Which, hello, nice cuppa, nice to see you. Let me fix, let me fix this. Need to add in Rick's tip, and I also need to tip the dog. Oh, I just got another tip here, Labobo. Alright, so I gotta update it again here. Thank you very much for the tip, Labobo, and Rick as well. Alright. Levi. Of course, I guess heard him snore. Hey, little dog. You want some treats? Gotta make him work for him. But Mastery Badge second or first class, Steel Wall, most of the amount of experience. I was gonna go damage there, but the 140 beat me. And pretty decent match. Threw some APCR though. And when you combine it with the equipment I have, there's a good chance of me always losing credits when playing the mouse. So next up I have a Cromwell request here. Cromwell B, since I don't have the standard Cromwell. Yeah, Levi is being good tonight, yeah. Yeah, that's all you got. You can't get everything. I'll throw your toy for you. Aw. He killed the squeaker on this one already. Do you want it? Alrighty then. So after this, I still have a few tank requests. This, what do I want to do here? This we don't... They definitely have a leg up on pushing the south. I might actually forego that because we don't have a spotter really. Because me pushing out at least straight on in the south, that's going to end badly with the tanks that they have. I'm going to try just to dink around up here first. Oh, my Tylenol is wearing off. My back's starting to hurt a little bit here again. WZ-120. Or not. WZ-132, I should say. Oh, Lord. That's not good. He beat me a little bit on the spotting. But hopefully they're doing decent amount of damage here, because I don't mind getting shot at here if they can kill some of these tanks. Not to say I'm not important in this match, but taking out that Scorpion G is a lot more important than me having my own HP, to be honest. But as long as I can put myself back into the back of the team here, I'll be fine. Hello, Karpicki. Yeah. As I say, he probably just popped a little piece of it out, but that was like a grunter. But that was it's a black hedgehog. He is like 10 hedgehogs right now. Oh, the large tennis ball, which I do not have the T-71, no. Large tennis ball, I ended up giving it to him again. Honestly, he freaked out so much to where I took the rope off of it, but he always likes to... We don't give him any round objects because he's like obsessive with them to the point where it's annoying, like, to us, and he doesn't like function as anything. He's just 100% dedicated to whatever ball he has. He couldn't fit it in his mouth to where he was getting so distraught and like shaking over it that he was getting pissed at it and like barking and lunging at it to where I hit it for him, or hit it away from him for now. But I took the rope off of it so he can at least like hit it around now. But that'll be something I'll play with him with that, like in the backyard. I don't think it's good for inside though. Oh god, I ran into another post here. See what I actually can shoot him. Yeah, that's not even worth shooting. I'll take this really useful approach through here. Thank you, TKO. You know, this really great flank here that Wargaming thinks a lot of people, because they widened it, you know, this is the best flank ever on any map ever created. I don't even know why they put this here, because it's not like anyone ever freaking uses it, except for right now. Like, that's the first time, honestly, I can ever say that I've ever used that in a standard battle. I don't even know how I got across there, and how this S-51, there we go, is still alive. It wasn't a tree, it wouldn't break down. I'm only good at knocking trees down, apparently. I'm gonna try to clean up some tanks over here. I don't think they'll react to me right away. Oop, didn't even notice. Bill didn't notice. He noticed. That's a 3 easy kills there. Ah, yeah. I was about to say, the amount of times, like, I think you lost. No, I could imagine why you lost, Livovo. I rarely see anybody even attempt to go through it. But, yeah. It worked there. I didn't do a lot of damage or anything, but, you know, I got a little bit of assist damage and 3 kills. I'll take it. Alright, so we have a bat chat request up here. I have a few more requests here. I might be able to get to all these. Thanks, Rich. Honestly, my day at work is gonna be tomorrow night. Hopefully I'm not too, like, heat stroke killed or heat fatigued. After our breakfast shift, we're doing like a half lunch menu tomorrow. Basically, we have a crew come in, a different company we hire to clean our hoods and everything out on a somewhat, about every 3 months I think we do it. We don't do enough stuff to where they get dirty before then, but working in a kitchen without any ventilation is god awful. But it's so hot because basically we close down about the main, like, center stack of the kitchen where all the grills and everything are, and we go down to cooking out of one oven that still has like a flue to vent out the ceiling. One oven, one heat lamp, and like a toaster. We're gonna be working out for lunch. It's only gonna be like 75 degrees outside tomorrow, excuse me, which is very low for this time of year. But no ventilation. It's gonna be a little miserable. No gun depression. Still no gun depression. Hey, my team really needs to take this opportunity to push out. Nope. Maybe. I need to run away. Just all that time, and look, the team's all sitting there. Do they not see they have an E100 and a Type 5 heavy, a Type 4 heavy, to where if you push up and take the ground now, you're gonna do yourself a favor, because they're not gonna be out there to, you know, push up in time. unfortunately our teams, you know, people don't look at the enemy team and they think that the match is going to play the same every single battle, and we kind of lost that chance to stack everyone up in the front there. Still holding out hope though that these guys move up here, like, but honestly I think I'm just gonna run away. It's sad, but yeah, it's not worth me just sitting there dying when the tanks with armor don't want to move up. Yeah. Yeah, Hood Day, usually it's like a week or two ago that we do it in the year to where it's not as busy, but it's not going to be fun being busy since it's, you know, it's like summer here to where we're busy every single day. And unfortunately I died here, but yeah, honestly I shouldn't even have pushed out there in the beginning, because why did I think my team was going to move out there? But yeah, it's not going to be fun working for me tomorrow, but at least it's only 3 hours. Hello, Phil. Nice to see you. Thank you very much for the tip, too. Sorry that was a kind of crappy match in the bat chat. Too. Hello, Cosmin. But, yeah. Honestly, Floyd, I don't think I'll be able to get to T92. I know you requested it for the mission, but I think if I do have time, I might try to Strev 103, just because, you know, it would be nice to get the T55A, but I'm not holding out hope that I'll be able to complete the SVG mission unless honestly, I typically do SVG missions very well when I'm not streaming. I just put music on and I have like another stream on the other side here, and I just play an SVG like straight through M53 and the T92 back to back for like an hour or two. That's typically how I do SVG missions. Oh god. We have... Oh right. Awesome. Don't know how that guy died. Yeah. He's got the 105 on him. Let him aim at somebody else. Sorry, Sherman 3. You knew you were out there alone, but you figured that out a little bit too late. Kind of like me in the last match. Daisy. Oh, pretty much as far as music that I listen to pretty much anything except for rap music. So yeah, I literally just turn on Spotify and basically put it on random for a bunch of different types of music. I'll just listen to whatever comes up. He's passed a couple shots I've screwed up on. I could have killed him. Oh crap. You are so lucky I'm playing like I'm drunk right now. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, I don't speak whatever you asked about that. Hello, Neo. Nice to see you. Yeah, I'm a filthy kill stealer. How high can he go? I'm at 6 right now. The Type 64 is a little bit ridiculous though now. Because Don't care that I lost most of my HP. I killed him. I knew that I weighed so much more than him that I'd be able to ram him down. Oh god. I was like, where? Oh god. He actually has a decent gun on him. Let's just do this. Should not. Oops, sorry, PZ. He should not be able to shoot me through that. However, I can just do that. Churchill gun carrier. And him through the sides pretty easily. Oh god, there's a Valentine here. Not too threatening, but he can kill me with a few shots. Sorry, little bud. I'm on a roll here. Thanks for whoever requested this. It's been a pretty fun match so far. Granted, this tank's a little bit too good for its tier ever since the light tank changes. Crap, I'm dead. Thanks for saving me. Ever since he damaged the gun, I missed that one shot there. Can I get the 10? No, I missed it. There we go. Woohoo! Thanks for whoever requested this. I haven't gotten a 10 kill match in a while. Pretty sure everyone's gonna be getting some Levi biscuits here in a second for an ace tanker match. But yep. Thank you very much for whoever requested this. Ace tanker, Fool's Metal, Pascucci's Top Gun, High Caliber. Yeah. it wasn't even close. But thanks for whoever requested that. That was a pretty fun match there. But the Type 64 is a lot of these light tanks like this, the Type 62, M41 Walker, or not M41 Walker Bulldog, the M41 90mm, they're all pretty damn good for their tier now. But yeah, so if anybody wants to, if you hop into, let me just add it here. If you hop onto the chatbot shop, you can purchase Ace Tanker Biscuits, it's called. And it gives everyone 100 Levi biscuits in the chat. Doesn't cost anything either, since I got an Ace Tanker. I got a 121 match up next here. I'm kind of afraid to, Ian. But say usually I only pronounce things I kind of know what I'm saying. Hello, dog. But say if everyone wants Levi biscuits, you keep requesting tanks that are very, very easy to play like that at times. Yeah, the Type 64 initially when it came out, I liked it because essentially it was a chaffee before they changed all the light tanks up. That's initially why I purchased it, but it does play like a Hellcat, yeah. Thanks for getting that, John. Hey, why are you whining again? There's nothing in that drawer for you, dog. He's blowing air in the drawer. Thank you, Uber, for tipping him. He'll probably come back. He's gonna go probably walk into our bedroom, wiggle his tail and whine a little bit at Ryan, and then walk back here. She's probably watching, if I had to guess, Harry Potter still. The Harry Potter marathon. I figured it had something to do with that tank, Ian. Alright, I don't have a ton of gun depression, so I'm gonna stick up here. I don't want to expose myself too much where that Grill 15 is. Be a bat chat around here. I'm just seeing if I can get lucky. I did not want to sit there. Thank you, Daniel, for tipping Levi as well. He's gonna get lots of biscuits here. I was about to say, I didn't even know YouTube gave you notifications for this, but notified me the other day I got my first video over 100 likes. Go figure, I was positioned wrong. They didn't put anybody in the north. Holy crap. We are gonna be a little screwed here. Say so myself. P57, I have no idea why he's sitting in the base, but he is. Trying to help my team with shots, but not doing the best job. I just need to keep this corner a pinch. That way the object 263 and Batchat had a little bit of safe haven. But now that he pushed, crap. Yeah, that was a bad move on my part, but I should be able to. Nope, I hit his turret. I say I should have been able to tweak a shot. He's one-shottable. I'm just gonna wait. Our team should be able to. Come and help. There we go. T-57's into battle. Holy God. I didn't even think that that was possible. Crap, the Batchat's in our base. I guess I'll head back there. I don't think she would try to do any voices like that, Poser, no. Hello, Duda. Nice to see you. I think he meant a Dobby voice if it's about Harry Potter. He was the little elf in Harry Potter. Okay, I really need to get back to the center. This is probably gonna end poorly. Ooh, thank you, Batchat. I don't think you're ever gonna get any voices out of either of us. Unfortunately for us, they have all their heavy tanks left, and all of our heavies got taken out. We just took a little bit too long. Honestly, when they won the 8-0 line that quickly, should have put at least one. If they put 2 on the base, we would have won. But yeah, it was a hard choice to go either way. Yeah, there's no way that we're gonna win this now. I'm not one of the types of people to honestly string things out either. I know it's a loss. There's no point in me trying to, you know, waste time for both us and them. Like, I'm not gonna kill myself intentionally, but I will definitely try to get more damage, which, you know, 4K damage is nothing that bad. Yeah, I would say not Uber. Graham is much better in that department than me, doing different voices. But most amount of damage on my team, but unfortunately, not always enough. I'm surprised I did that well, too, since I don't exactly have gun depression until next patch. Hey, little bud, you got more tips. You got 2 times the biscuits. He's got little mini biscuits now with smiley faces on them. You want them? Of course you want them. You didn't even chew it. He says thank you very much, guys, for the tips. But up next is I'm gonna do the Udez and the Strev back to back. I actually have time for it. So let me hop into both of these. Okay, the theme song. Oh, I know that feeling, Graham. I have a lot to do as well. I could eat them if I wanted to, but eh. He might get angry at me. No, that's all you're getting. No. No. Fortunately, he just knows he's caught on to where if I'm on the computer and talking, he can get stuff from it. Outside of that, he doesn't know why exactly yet. Hello, Salvador. Alright, this is probably one of the worst matchups to ever get in a tank like this. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna set up to maybe get a shot down the center in the beginning, but honestly, it's pretty useless to sit here most of the time. Especially when nobody pushes, but I don't like going to the center in the beginning. It's too risky for not enough reward. Yeah, no mucho habla, or no mucho hablo español, only poquito. Hello, Jack, nice to see you. Mi español es uno gringo cocinero. It's all right, but yeah, my Spanish is good enough to speak to, you know, the guys that work for us in the kitchen, and they can understand me, but it's not like proper Spanish in the least bit. This is gonna be cringeworthy here. Oh god, he didn't flip over. We are gonna be screwed. Move out of my way. I didn't have enough speed. And yeah, they never pushed the 1-2 line, go figure. Thought I would have been stuck here, but I'm probably gonna not be able to get across here. That's my problem, is once I push here, yeah, there's nowhere I could have went after this. I probably should have kept running away, but oh well. As far as climbs, again, TKO, you're never gonna see me do any climbs. Alright, I need to put a different crew in this. Rev S1. Honestly though, that map and this map, go figure, whenever you guys well, you know, or I hop into one to grind during a stream, the Swedish TDs, I just get the worst maps for them. But unfortunately, that's the downside of these tanks. Outside of, you know, being very frail, outside of the tier 9 and 10, that's their main weakness. Maps. It depends on your settings. They only show up if you have it towards the max settings. Where do I want to set up? At least I'm top tier here, but... Bugs Bunny res a prick, yes. This might be my last match though, guys. I don't want to go, you know, really past 9 just because my body needs a little bit of sleep. Yeah, it's unfortunately playing like these tanks, or even some like mid-tier requests at times. You just, if you're playing like one match on a tank, chances are, especially if it's like a lightly armored, say like long range tank, the amount of maps that don't work for it outweigh the amount of maps that do work for it. So unfortunately, yeah, I'm mainly going on this side just because it plays a little bit further away. It's still not the best line for this, but yeah. It's just being top tier, I'm more inclined to play a little bit more aggressively than I normally would in this, just because it doesn't do my team much good if I sit back and camp, being a tier 8. Luckily 1000 HP goes, it's a little bit of a buffer considering the tanks I'm against. IS-2 still peaking. Yeah. And unfortunately getting up, I have one more day before I get a day off here. Getting up at 4 AM has its downsides. I like it though, I can get to work without worrying about crazy drivers. I see like 3 cars on the way to work most mornings. Sometimes less than that. He really letting that HWK poke out and kill us? Alright, screw this. I'm gonna use my firepower and just go down here. And of course he moves up. I was afraid that that would happen. All the way down. Oh god, dude. That was not a good time to move back. Of course, now. And with people on the right, people on the left. What are you guys doing back there? Just be me, but it doesn't seem like they're doing all that much. I'm gonna try to actually bounce back here. If I can get near these 3 little trees there, I should be able to post up pretty effectively. But I still have most of my HP. I'm just mainly concerned about this tier 8 Udes down there. just go up here. After this, I will start a raffle, yes. Take a wager on what? Did I miss something? I'd say I know I can go through him, but he can also pretty much go through me every time. Crap. He's got me here now. Somehow that T-71 made it all the way through. That's a little bit annoying. Now I'm kind of left out here. I can't push on the Udes, and just because they're Hellcats full HP, I think. But here's the hoping our other side wins. That's kind of the key to all this. We're not... It's not in our favor to push into these guys. We're better off trying to help the other flank here, honestly. It might be a little bit too late, but if we can get away from their two TDs over here, yeah, it's gonna be too late. The IS-3 is 3 HP. It just sucks because we had the tanks over here. We just struggled to implement it properly. But we can't push into their two tanks, they can't push into us, so why not try to do something else? Steven, tips for grinding credits: play premium tanks, have a premium account, don't fire gold rounds. Really straightforward. There's not too much, you know, do damage, don't get damaged. Their Udes had the same thought. I don't know whether it's a good or a bad thing. But we need to just go in here, Hellcat. Crap. Fired, he's in siege mode. Very nice. He's one-shottable. Why do you keep going out there? Dude. Don't have a ton of time. Like, I want to wait for him, but I also don't feel like waiting for him. Honestly, they're already fast enough to where he could just run to our base. Same with their Hellcat. What are you doing, dude? You're literally gonna go hide in a corner. Like, I knew I could bounce a Hellcat head on. Sorry if OBS kind of disconnected there for a second. Yeah, he's gonna go do something, but I'm just gonna put myself in which I kind of, since it's close, I haven't really been keeping up on chat, guys, since it's the last battle here. I have no words. He's sitting just outside of the cap. Actually, I don't, you know, you never friggin' know here. I don't even care about the medal. I'd rather win. Yeah. Luckily, we still won, but still, why risk it? Oh, I know. I guess I knew that 90mm couldn't go through me. Hello, Denja. But at least we got a win here. Last battle. Invader award. Yeah, not the most amount of damage, but at least, you know, at least we got a win there. I was very nervous. But the small difference between the Strev having 30mm armor and the Udez only having 20 it's pretty noticeable. You know, you can actually bounce shots on this, whereas the Udez, the gun it actually moves up, whereas the Strev, it's mounted solid in there. That is in the Udez's favor, but as far as the armor goes, that 10mm more is actually a pretty big difference there. Alright, so I'm going to start a raffle. All you have to do is enter !raffle to enter it. Steve and I platoon on Mondays and Thursdays. It helps though if you have every single tier, now that Wargaming basically made it a requirement to be same tier. So why you? I'm done. Stop whining. You can go see Ryan. You don't need to see me. But yeah. Anyway, my next stream is gonna be tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See, comparing those two, but I didn't really get any grinds in tonight, unfortunately. But I'm working on the Strev 1030 at 135,000 experience, so a little over 100,000 left. But tomorrow I'll probably be throwing in more Strev, and also the WZ132. That's kind of like my other grind I'm doing now. I'm pretty close to getting the tier 9, the WZ132A. Only need 41,000 credit or experience to get that. So, like, I can potentially play a match or two, Steven, but it's just difficult not having up to 10 because I do tank requests in order, and you know, you have to have same tiers now to platoon. But if I'm ever platooning during a stream, I always tell everyone, all you gotta do is message me, and I'll try my best to fit you in. Well, the Kronwagen grind, I did it 2 days ago. It went pretty well, though. It's like I finished the Meal 2 grind. Do keep in mind, I start every tank. I basically unlock everything, which thank you very much, Rick, for the tip. Took me 86 battles to grind out all the experience for the Meal 2, and with that I averaged 2,600 damage and over 1,000 experience. Not too shabby. Thank you very much for the tip, though. Select that here. Got 30 seconds left on the raffle here. I figured I had to do it 3 minutes since some people have a little bit more delay between the stream and where it is actually live, I've noticed. Steven, just thank you for the tip, Lobobo. That was quick. The stream's over, Steven. Congratulations, Gunner, on winning. I'm gonna get to them soon, Uber. Honestly, even though I'm not the best at those tanks, you know, I just need to... I don't really have that many tanks to play, you know? I'll get the hang of them. But, yeah, congratulations, Gunner, on winning the raffle. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I will be back tomorrow night, unless, I don't know, the hoods get me and it gets too hot in the kitchen. But otherwise, thanks again for watching. Have a very nice night. See you around.